Hey, please like
and comment, and most importantly, subscribe.
it's 9:35.
Broke Billionaire vlog.
R4 Entertainment.
Pete Diddle on the ones and twos. It's going down. Just watch and see. And you'll hear and see things you never heard and saw before. How's one man so lucky? How's one man so blessed? The Broke Billionaire vlog. Will never be a vlog like it. True story. Let's go. How the livest friends, the livest family. They say I was blessed to meet so many celebrities. I say so many celebrities were blessed to meet me. It's me. It's close. Yes, I had a lot of stories, but that's not what this about. You about to witness live redemption. Yes, and some of those stories got me living how I am in the present. But watch me unwrap my gift, open the box, and step out into the future. It's me. Bro. It's the Broke Billionaire vlog. Welcome to Champ Mountain.
From the Himalaya.
It's your boy Los, and we back to the Broke Billionaire vlog, baby. This time we heading to the water. Gulf Shores, Orange Beach, Destin, Florida. And I got a message to all you hip hoppers out there. If you keep following trends, you're going to trend your way out of your era being relevant. Why are we doing it? We'll talk about it. Let's go, Broke Billionaire vlog, baby. Let's go. My favorite place to be on this planet is at the beach. Any beach. I really don't like the West Coast beach. No disrespect to the West Coast, but their water's real murky, seaweedish. You can never really I can never get really comfortable in there because I always feel something brushing against my legs, and you can't see what it is. So always things are jellyfish, right? But I always like the beach because you know you're at the end of the continent somewhere. That's how I looked at it, right? So we take our kids, me and the family go down to Destin. And it's crazy how things work because the trip started off kind of slow. We had it planned for a month or two, and the day you're supposed to leave, a friend of mine, family member, cousin, was at his homecoming. They're gonna bury him that day, right? Have his funeral, and I couldn't make it because of this trip that we planned. But the crazy part about it is, I think I had a moment with him, right? And I'll get into that a little later on. So people know how life is, ups and downs, lefts and rights. So this day, everything was going wrong. You're supposed to leave earlier because I like to travel. I love it. I love everything about travel, like the actual travel to wherever you're going to. I like to get there early, even before check-in, so we can go do something and then go check in and go out and do something else. I like to use all my time away. You know what I'm talking about? So this day, everything was going wrong. Couldn't get all the people we were trying to get to go. We ended up leaving late. GPS got us lost. We went through a storm. You know what I'm saying? But my body was yearning. Like I was fiending for the beach water. I wanted to just get in the beach water. So it was going so bad that we was thinking about just going to get something to eat once we got there, checking in, chilling in the hotel, and then just going to the beach the next morning. But I was like, nah, I got to go to the beach today. What time is the beach close? What time is the beach close? Right? So we finally get down to Florida. Destin, one of my favorite areas in Florida. And went straight to the beach. We checked in, went straight to the beach, right? Nice little walk down the strip. I've never really been to this part of Destin, this far down. I don't know which side of the strip I was on, but I've never been to this strip. You know what I mean? And I'm going to the beach and having a fabulous time.
Motherfucker packed out, baby. What? What? Look at the sign, baby. In heaven. I'm in heaven. I'm about to swim all the way the fuck out there. Shit.
And the thing that struck me about it was we ended up seeing a dolphin or dolphins. And well, I seen one dolphin actually. My son saw it first. He saw it jump out the water, which kind of spooked me because he was like, "What's that?" And then I kind of knew it wasn't a shark because so-called sharks don't breach the water in Florida. But I'm not sure. I don't listen to what humans say about stuff like that. Just because you haven't seen it, they swear it don't happen. But I do know the only reason why sharks breach the water is if they're eating or trying to attack something from the bottom, right?
You seen a couple dolphins out there. What's going down out here? Thought it was a shark. Shit, me see where we at. Yes, sir.
So as long as he didn't see nothing in his mouth, I knew it wasn't a shark. More likely a dolphin, right? So I'm thinking it's my homeboy Loke. Rest in peace, Loke. You know what I'm saying? That's just how my mind works. That's how I make things make sense. Because what's the coincidence? The day I'm supposed to go to his homecoming, his funeral, and can't make it, I go to the beach and something's telling me go to the beach today, and I end up seeing a dolphin, right? Been to the beach, like I said, it's my favorite place to go. Been to the beach numerous times. I've never seen a dolphin on the beach, right? Seen one today. Also, playing in the water when my son got deeper than I usually go in. I can swim like a fish, but never really go that deep on beaches because I'm more afraid of jellyfish than sharks, to be honest with you. I feel like the shark come get me out, whoop the shark, but jellyfish don't even
Also, don't ever research jellyfish. It's a stupid thing to do.
I end up getting hit by a jellyfish, and I love it. Like, it wasn't a bad sting.
They cut my back on the rocks.
But I got stung. And to me, it's just another part of my story of life. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I can get in that conversation with people now. I got stung by a jellyfish. And when it happened, I was in the water, and I felt I kicked something soft, right? It felt different than what I'm usually used to feeling. And then I felt it being, oh, I didn't want to say that because my son was in the water deep with me. Like, we had a blast. We was all out there. So then later on, when we leave and we go to, wash our feet off in the shower, I touch it where I got stung at. And people that know, jellyfish will leave unshot off cells on your skin, but they shoot off, stinging cells. And once you run your finger across them, then they shoot off. And that's exactly what happened. As I started touching it, I felt it, like, the unfired cells shot off my toe. I mean, yeah, I got hit by a jellyfish, but it was cool. That was one of my best days at the beach. Like, it was just meant to be. And that ocean water, my hand was messed up. That ocean water made everything feel better. You know what I mean? Like, oh, it was a beautiful time. And then everybody standing up looking at the dolphins.
Yeah, we're trying to catch it on tape. There you go. Should have caught it then. I'm about to zoom in.
It's funny because one lady, we leaving, there's one lady walking up. She's like, what's everybody standing up looking for? And me being me, I'm about to say somebody got attacked by a shark, right? He's just playing, right? But I didn't want to mess her day up like that because just playing like that would kind of mentally throw you off. Then I really felt bad that ended up happening that day, me just saying it. So I told her what it was. People was looking at dolphins, right? But as we traveling, it had me thinking, right? And it made me think about somebody I ain't got on my intro. You know what I'm talking about? I got a lot of stars on my intro who I met, celebrities and athletes, and I didn't mention this guy. And he's one of the most important ones, which is Bob Baumhauer, right? Used to be one of the killer bees for the Miami Dolphins. I ended up working for him. He had a chain of restaurants called Baumhauer Wings, right? And I opened the one up in Montgomery, me, my homegirl Pam, and a couple other people, right? So shout out to Cat Gut, he worked there. You know what I'm talking about? My nigga Gina worked there. Austinus worked there. Man, we had a blast there. Nia, Lisa, man, so many people. Reggie, you know what I'm talking about? Reggie was a cool cat, man. Man, just a lot of people. Amir, you know, it was a lot of people that I got cool with. Danya, you know what I'm saying? My homegirl, shit stain. That's my homie right there. But anyway, Slam. Anyway, so Bob was one of the best bosses I had, right? The people that worked for him for 2 years, he took on a deep sea fishing trip, right? And I'm talking about a whole weekend paid for. All I had to do was get down there, he gave gas money, hotel was free, you ate for free, you know what I'm talking about? And we went deep sea fishing, right? There was so many employees that he had to have 2 trips. And me and my homegirl Pam was on the second trip. Well, to say, he was on the second trip, right? And when I tell you, I feel like everybody should try deep sea fishing. Like, it's scary but fun, and it makes you feel small.
My bones just turned into raisins.
Once I got on that water, I felt small on this planet. Like first time in my life, I felt that small, right? So my mom and her husband go deep sea fishing before they, you know, his I think his job was to charter deep sea fishing boats. So I had a little knowledge on it. You know what I'm talking about? I know it could go bad because some people get seasick, motion sickness, right? So first thing I did was get them little pill Dramamine, right? For me and my homegirl, right? So we got the pills, we drive down there. And us being us, we so live. So we get there, and at the time, Bob had the 2 restaurants. One in Calypso, was downstairs, and on top was a fine dining in Mangoes, right? So you had 2 restaurants right off the docks on the bay. 2 restaurants on top of each other. Calypso was like a Caribbean type restaurant, and then like I said, Mangoes was the fine dining. So like somehow me and her got cool with some dudes, some cooks or servants, whatever they were, the white dudes that worked at Calypso. So we get there, it was Thursday or Friday, we go over their house, burn out, you know what I'm saying? Actually, we have a meeting, right? We upstairs at Mango, we got everybody there, we eat good, drinking good. Bob there, his brother taught me something about wasting food. Like people that would eat all the food, he was eating off their plate. Make sure they didn't waste no food because he does photography and he's been like to places where people are starving. So he knows how to appreciate food. Like can't waste food because people have to starve. So it's crazy how I could live through other people's experiences and it makes sense to me. And that's how I can adopt that mind state. So now I don't really waste my food like that. Like I don't get more than I'm gonna eat, and at least gonna feed it to a dog. I just ain't gonna throw it in the trash. I'd rather get the stray cats outside than throw it in the trash, right? So, but he was eating everybody's food. And I thought he was just greedy, but he wasn't. He bought us stuff, but he didn't want people to waste the food. And he can't, force his beliefs on other people. So he felt like, okay, let me do it. So anyway, I appreciate Bob. I don't know Bob's little brother. I don't know his name, but I'm with you on that, man. You touched me with that. So anyway, we sitting in this big meeting room like a bunch of mobs, like Italian mob family, right?
Yeah, stuttering prick, yeah.
And Bob tells us, he's like, look, man, tomorrow's gonna be real choppy on the ocean. So he said we might not have fun if we go out deep sea fishing. So he said, I'm gonna give y'all a choice. Either we can go deep sea fishing when it's choppy, or I could just give y'all some money Y'all can go out on the town and shop and do whatever you want to do, right? Me, like I say, people know me. I'm money's not that big to me. Even if I don't have it, it's not that big to me. I've never, So anyway, I'm already saying deep sea fishing. You know what I'm talking about? And luckily,
Passengers set sail that day for a 3-hour tour.
back part looked like a patio, right? So you walk through the doors, you got the look like just like a living room. You got sofas, you got TV in there, like a little kitchen area, right? Nothing but food. I'm talking about everybody's not. He just bought what I wanted just for me. He bought what I wanted for everybody, and everybody else what they wanted for everybody. You know what I'm talking about? Then he go downstairs and there's some bedrooms down there, right? So people jump on the boat, boom, eating, grubbing, drinking beer, eating before we even left. And I'm thinking like, they don't realize what's about to happen, right? And honestly, I didn't realize what was about to happen. I didn't know it was gonna be that bad, right? Boy, so we get on the boat. I felt sorry for one black dude. I'm talking about as soon as we started moving, it's a nice little area you're gonna see before we even got to the ocean, right? And to be honest with you, my thoughts of deep sea fishing wasn't what happened. I didn't think that was gonna go that far out in the ocean. I thought you still be able to see land, but we fishing deep. You know what I'm talking about? No, you go deep, deep. Like, so look, we leaving out real slow, going to the bay. Dude gets sick 5 minutes in the trip. We already feeling sick to stomach throwing up. 5 minutes into the trip. We went hours out. We went like 3 hours before we started fishing. Fish for about 2 or 3 hours. Think about that. Think about that. We left about 6, 7, and then we came back about 6, 7. You know what I'm talking about? 6. So, okay, we get on the boat, boom. I'm not eating nothing, right? I'm feeling cool right now. I'm not about to eat nothing. My homegirl, the pill was so good for her. She ended up going downstairs in one of the beds and slept the whole way out. I don't know how she did that because man, when he said it was choppy, it was choppy. So we leave out, going out slow. So when we get to the ocean, you can see the beach. We go to like a pier. I'm thinking that's when we about to fish, right? They start throwing nets out, catching live bait. Boom, boom, boom. So once they catch the live bait, man, that man pointed that boat away from the land and just woo, woo, woo. Boom, boom. That's how the boat doing, right? You see, now we spend more time in the air than on the water going out so fast. So I learned something. So we were out, everybody talking, giggling, having a good time. Nobody had life jackets on. It's crazy. Nobody had no life jackets on. And then you'll see somebody get quiet, right? All of a sudden they just get quiet. And then they go get some water. Once you see people get that water, they're about to throw up. What do you know? He was covered. Everybody laughing at him. Ah, you gotta sing that up. And that same person laughing, all of a sudden get quiet. And he go get some water. Drink it. Next you know. Like it was, man, I want to say it was like 25 to 30 people on that trip with us. The majority of them got sick. Right. Majority of my trip, people got sick, threw up. You know what I mean? Me, I was cool all the way out. Like I say, I stopped with one white dude because he's sitting with me, right? We right by each other. He laughing, we tripping, people getting sick. I'm feeling good though. But I couldn't be on the inside. Cause when you're inside the boat and it's rocking, there's too much stuff around you just moving. It just messed with my mind. So I went back on the patio with the sky is staying still. The boat moving, but the sky ain't moving. Like so I can ground myself. But inside that boat, everything is so we sit back there on the cooler, whatever. Then he get quiet. So, I see everything and notice everything. So I'm checking him out. Next thing you know, he try to hold it to the end. He gives me some water. As soon as he hit that water, he lunged at the side of the boat to throw up, but he almost threw himself over the boat. I had to grab him by his belt, stop him from going over the boat. And when I tell you, went over the boat, we probably been almost a half a mile or more before we stopped. before I can alert somebody that he went on the boat. That's how fast we were moving on the water, right? So anyway, I catch him, stop him, he throwing up, whatever.
Sitting next.
So okay, we finally get to where we fishing. Like I say, 3 hours. We finally get to where we fishing. The boat starts zoom, zoom, zigzag, turning, zoom, zoom. Now at this point, you don't know where you at. All you see is water, sky, meet each other all around you. Even if something did happen, I don't care if you had a boat or a life jacket or whatever, you wouldn't know which way to go. You wouldn't know which way to swim. You wouldn't know which way to land. You might end up in Cuba end up on the shores of Cuba. And it'd be like, Cubans be like confused. Like, wait a minute now. America getting that bad, y'all coming over here on Apple boats? Anyway, so we stopped. Once we stopped that boat, oh my God, I didn't think I was gonna make it. That boat was rocking so viciously, like literally, you could touch the water and the rock, you couldn't even see the water. And the rock back now, you could touch the water, the rock back, you can't even see the water. And I told myself, oh, I ain't gonna make it, right? But then they got them poles ready so quick, up on, drop the line. They tell you drop the line, put some weight, bait on the hook. You don't do none of that. All you do is drop the line and reel in. They take the fish off, rebait it. You know what I'm talking about? So they said drop the line, count to 40. So you letting it drop in the ocean for 40 seconds. Then they say stop. At 40 seconds, stop it. And the fish this big hit it. You know what I'm talking about? Bigger than that, just humongous fish. Hit it. And now you got to pull them up in 40 seconds. I'm going to tell you, that's what really stopped me from getting sick. It's my adrenaline. I caught the first fish, like always when I go fishing with people. Got a story about Uncle Randy and Rick Rock later on. But anyway, we was on a rubber dinghy that time in Sacramento. But on base. Anyway, so I pulled the fish up. Right? My first fish, I ready to quit. I'm ready to sit down and drink a beer. Like, it's over with. No. So I got that fish up and drop it again. So, man, I caught like 15 fish, red snapper, grouper, triggerfish, some other fish, right? I caught the most in the group. Of course. That's what always happens. So it's funny because one real fisherman that was on the trip with us, and he had got sick. That's what I love about Bob. Bob said, man, you go on a real fisherman, you got to get up and at least catch one fish. That man got up, he tough through it though. He got up, hands were sagging, so sick, probably lost weight for throwing up so much. He was catching fish, throwing up. He caught one fish. He threw up at the same time he pulled that fish in. He could say he caught one fish. I guarantee you, telling people not to go deep sea fishing. A lot of people are telling you the opposite of what I'm saying. I'm telling y'all, go deep sea fishing. Do it. Just make sure you take that Dramamine pill. And if they say it's choppy out there, postpone it.
The Donnelly twins barfed on each other, and the women's auxiliary.
So since we call these fish, I'm talking about, you see a big cooler full of fish. You put bodies in that fish. That's how big the little fish hole is. And so on the way back in, like I said, it's real smooth. Like I guess because it's going the current, so it's not rough. It's very smooth on the way back. So everybody kind of relaxed now and chilling. People that sick happy, they feel like they're on the way back home. People that had a good time, you know, it's kind of short-lived, but man, we was tired. I mean, that's one of the best workouts you can have. Upper body workout, legs too, really. Really them fish in from that deep, they don't want to come up. You know, I'm talking big old fish. They show about trigger fish with the little fin on the top. It was pretty dope. And I love animals anyway and just nature. So had a blast, beautiful day as far as the weather. The water was just choppy. So on the way back in, you go by these oil rigs that sit down in the middle of the ocean, right? And it was so crazy because we relaxed, like. But then the captain come out the first time or the second time we see him sit on the boat. He comes out and get the yelling and pointing. So the deckhand, their energy just rose like out of nowhere. Boom! They running around, they grabbing the poles, baiting it, throwing it out, reeling in, not catching it. Captain like, over there. Cast over there. He's up higher. I guess he was seeing the fish from where he was at. We couldn't see him from where we was at. He just showed telling him where to cast at. they cast, man. So we like, what's going on? Because the energy level just went up. So we watching, we excited. Man, they pulled this big old fish out, a copia, big old fish, long as me. They pull that fish in the boat. So we like, whoa, look at that big old fish. Before we can be excited, next you know, they beating it with a bat. Bah, bah.
Get him, whoop that trick.
I'm like, oh, what the hell? Ain't no fish got beat. There was no warning. Everybody was shocked, man. It was so live. They caught about 6 of them. Beat them down with a bat, threw them to the side. We bathed it, cast out. Reel that mine in, pull it in the boat. Bah, bah.
Whoop that trick.
I'm talking. We was shocked, amazed, all at the same time, man. Like the experience was like, you just see that oil rig out to the middle of the ocean. Only thing could have got better if we seen a mermaid. You know what I'm talking about? And the trip before, my homegirl Diana, they saw dolphins next to the boat. You know what I'm saying? We didn't get to see that, but we did run over a manatee on the way back in. You know what I'm talking about? They're gonna talk about it was a now that I think of it, it may have been a sea turtle. I didn't know sea turtles got that big. That's why I didn't think it was a turtle. Because me and this other dude sitting at the very back. Same dude, actually same dude I stopped from, white dude I stopped from falling in the water. We sitting in the very back of the boat. But then against the thing, you see the water. And we hit it, like hit something on the road. It's blue. We felt we hit it. When we looked, we saw the blood coming up. We saw the shape of it. I thought it was a manatee, but it was so big. But we hit something. And it was just a whole bunch of blood coming up out the water. We just kept going, ooh, like if you hit a cat or something on the road, you know what I'm talking about. But that's also the first time I smoked a Cuban cigar. First and only time, for real. Like real live Cuban cigar. My boss had it. Almost did a whole backflip. Me and my whole chair when I hit that. Really know how to smoke it. So I'm kind of smoking like you smoke marijuana. You know? What? Never do that again, boy. Man, had a blast. So let me tell you something. Then, so okay, we come back in. You don't touch nothing. We go out that night, kick it. The next morning we come back. They got us about 8 bags, filleted fish in freezer bags. You know what I'm talking about? You gotta do take home, put in your freezer. I'm talking about and take it out and cook it. Had to do no preparation. It's all cut up in fillets, man. All beautiful time. I want to really give a shout out to Bob Baumhauer, man. He really know how to treat his employees. He's a very smart businessman. His restaurants always gonna do good because he knows how to keep the people happy. Let's put it that way. Not only his employees, but also his customers. What's most important. By changing the recipes, the menus, fresh food, hot food. He's big on that hot food coming out. You put them wings in the window, that sauce ain't no steam coming off. Don't sell them. You know what I'm talking about? If steam ain't coming off their food, do not sell it. You know what I'm talking about? So, shout out to Bob Baumhauer and my homegirl Pamela. You know what I'm talking about? We had a blast, man. And there's some people that was invited on the trip that just didn't go. And I hate it for them because, man, come on. And then we was in Gulf Shores, like, it was a lot to do in Gulf Shores by itself. Let alone going on Orange Beach and then going on a boat and going deep sea fishing. So, man, it couldn't have been no better. Not at all. So, real talk. I love hip-hop. Been loving hip-hop, right? Rap music. And it's crazy because the people that love it and let's say that do it, they're some of the people that's trying to kill it. Like you got in no other genre of music do you hear stars talking about retirement, but hip hop. And no other genre of music you hear people talking about they too old to do it, but hip hop, right? I don't know why we're trying to kill something that's so successful, something that's so big, right? But it's getting killed from the inside by the people that's doing it. It's crazy to me now what they're doing. They following trends that the youngsters fall set. What y'all supposed to be the trendsetter for the hip hop, the elders. But now y'all want to try to appease the youngsters by cutting the short song short now. You know what I'm talking about? Why are we following them? It don't make no sense. If they put on bedazzled G-string and start twerking, is that what y'all gonna do? Or y'all ain't gonna go all the way, y'all just gonna get some bedazzled boy shorts and start twerking. Like, It don't make no sense. Like, the fans that loved y'all and bought your album, making the stars that you are still living. They act like we died out like dinosaurs and all you gotta do is appease these youngsters. No, you still make music for the people that was listening to you back then. We all getting older together. And we still want to listen to the same music or the same type artists that we was listening to back then. Not them trying to do what they doing. It don't make, I don't understand people. They just following trends like that is weird. But you're going to render your era of hip hop obsolete. If you follow what they do, you keep doing what you doing. Let them do what they do. And you will have, the crazy part is what people don't understand, obviously, is more people going to listen to that hip hop. That's the hip hop their parents listen to. A kid's first love of music is their parents' love. That's why I listen to Earth, Wind, and Fire, all that type of stuff. Not because that's what my music, that's my mom's music. But I had to listen to my mom's music and fell in love with my mom's music. But I still also love my hip hop. You know what I'm saying? That's our music. The 3 verses. You know what I'm talking about? With the hooks. Now they shorten them. Pretty soon it's going to be a couple of lines and a chant. And that's going to be the whole song. Like, they're killing hip hop. Please stop it. Stay in your lane. Stay in your era. It's their day, but it's our year. You know what I'm talking about? It never stopped. I don't understand why people, I don't know, if it make them feel younger to do younger music. I don't understand why they feel like they got to appease the youngsters or just try to sell to the younger generation. So they got to change up. This is what the younger generation do. This is what, no, man, people growing old with you. Your generation's still here. Us. Make it make sense to me, please. Or y'all just getting lazy. It's easier. Y'all got nothing to say. Come on, man. Whoever turned off a good song saying it was too long? Who has? Have you ever turned off a song? Oh, it's too long. I love it. I love what he's saying, but it's too long. Blip. Come on, man. These kids got shorter attention span because of the Snapchat, stuff like that, and y'all gonna fall right in the soup with it. All the way to hip hop is one bar and a chant, and that's gonna be the hip hop music. While all this other genre music is staying the same and gonna thrive. You know what I'm talking about? Come on, man. Stop it. They already, like, back in our hip hop era, you know, we had, inside of hip hop, we had genres. You know, so we had the gangster, we had the party, we had the conscious rap. We had so many different things you can listen to. So many different people you can listen to. It's not all, now it's all the same thing. Everybody pretty much saying the same stuff. And it's not good stuff, you know, in my opinion. It's like, you get a little older, you start thinking, like I used to tell my cousin, no, man, you can't kill him on every record. You can't kill him on every record. Tupac, one of the biggest thugs, people want to say he's a thug, whatever. Until you show me a guy that helped another black man by shooting off to the cops. Now, I know he was cops, but he helped another black man. That's the most thuggish thing you can help. They want to call thug by killing black people. That's what they want. I'm a thug because I actually killed us. Come on, just think about that. They want to call him not really a thug because he shot white undercover off-duty police officers for messing with a black man that had nothing to do with him. Didn't even know the man. Stand up for his own. He ain't really a thug. Tupac, he like whack. Anyway, I don't want to say his name because he's so whack. But you want to big up the people that's killing us. Their own people. We so lost, man. That's why it's crazy because, man, like I said on the Broke Billionaire blog, you're going to know something. And I had the first set in Montgomery, gang set. Me, which is a whole nother thing. But come on, man, when you get older, you know better. Like, it's all about what they say, self-destruction. Like, come on, man. But please, I don't want to get too deep in that right now. I just want to go to my hip-hoppers. Please stop following these trends. Set your own trend. Make these youngsters start saying, hey, they got all that to say? Listen to the ball you spitting. Let me do 3 verses. Let me do 3 verses. Instead of y'all capitulating to them, man. It is sad, man, because y'all the elders, y'all the older people, man. In California, let us say the big homie, you're supposed to listen to the big homie. Even if the big homie's dumb, they want you to listen to the big homie. But y'all not listen to the big homie. Y'all ain't listen to yourself because y'all all the big homie. Y'all listening to the little homies and following their steps. That's crazy to me. That's crazy. Please stop. So I'm gonna charter a trip though one day, and hopefully all my friends. I got a couple of family members that get seasick, so hopefully them pills work for me. I feel like they need to go. We need to go. Have a good time out there. Smoke with some MJ. You know what I'm talking about? Drink, fish, have a blast. Hey man, y'all enjoy life. It's a broke billionaire vlog. Y'all hip hoppers, man. Do me a favor. Set trends and start following them all the time. Certain trends is cool to follow. Certain, you know, even leaders follow sometimes. But come on, don't stop leading to start following and going backwards. Like, you know what I'm talking about? So if you don't know about it, let somebody else lead. But if you know about it, don't take the back seat. And, you know, I love y'all, man. Our family now. Keep it up. The views are going up just a little bit. I ain't really shopping. Like I ain't putting on everybody's page. Like, you know, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna get up in the numbers first. They're gonna get real interesting. You know what I'm talking about? Because man, for people, man, just a lot. I had a great life. And that was one of the situations right there was just going. He offered it to us, and we went and had a blast. And he offered to change it because he knew people gonna get sick, basically. And he still bought all that food they was talking about, knowing it was gonna be choppy, like he said it was gonna be choppy. You know what I'm talking about? And all them people are telling their people do not, because you be sick for hours. It took hours just to get to where we fishing at. And we fish for hours, and it take hours to get back. So you sick to your stomach, throwing up nothing because you threw up everything for hours. People trying to sneak throw up. You can tell people get sick too. My homeboy Pepe. What up, Pepe? He one of the higher ups at the Bob's organization. He kept asking me, who's cool. He keep asking, you feeling all right? Hey, I'm good, B. I wonder why he kept asking me because he was feeling sick, but he didn't want to go by himself. Like type, do you know what I'm talking about? And then he gonna try to sneak outside. Think I see him go around the corner. I caught you, B. I see you. I see it all. I see you. You did it smooth. I think that's the only time I threw it once, man. But man, when I tell you, if it wasn't for me catching that fish, I might have been one of the ones, B. But as soon as I caught that fish, my adrenaline hit, and because I don't get motion sickness, but it was rough out there. Like it was rough. We had no idea. I know people could change their mind. They would change their mind in one shot. But me, I still would have been fishing. One of the best times I had in my life. Going to the beach with my boys for the first time, really of age, and they can get out in the water with me. We used to get jet skis and stuff. We didn't do it this time, but it was good. It was good, as simple as what we did, man. Just go to. We had all these buckets and water guns and stuff to play in the sand and the water. We'll talk about a plethora of things to do at the beach, and we left them in the car. We just beeline to the beach and think about it. Have all that stuff in the car. It's gonna be coming handy the next trip, and we just enjoyed the beach and us and the water. Oh man, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. And like I said, Lo, I had that mission homecoming, man. But I saw that dolphin, I thought of you, B. I thought that was you, man. Like saying goodbye. Love you, bro. Hey, to the next episode, man. Broke being in vlog, baby.